that new intro video, though. Welcome, everybody, to your new favorite video games podcast, Get Some Games, episode 32. I'm your host, Sean, and I'm here, as always, with Weave.
Hello.
And with Jersey.
What's up, people?
What is up with you guys? How you doing?
Not bad.
Fantastic.
Fantastic?
I'm not dead, so.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Can always be worse.
Yep.
Maybe. So what have you guys been playing? Just getting off right off the bat, like we do. Weave. What video games have you been playing over these past few days?
I haven't played much until yesterday, where I played Keep Talking Nobody Explodes for like an hour.
Oh, that's a good game.
I want to play that so bad.
It was fun.
Is that like a minimum 3-player game, or would 2 work?
It's like one and however many people you want to be your like decoding team.
Okay. Yeah, that game.
It does help with more people though, because like there's so many rules and stuff they have to sift through, and it's like, okay, what does this screen say? And then you have like multiple people looking over different versions of the manual itself. So then you're just trying to find it, and then it's like then having more people help the decoding it will help you solve the bomb faster.
I want to make it like old school and print off the PDF and then actually put it in a binder with sticky notes and stuff on the side.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead and do that, but that's difficult.
Oh, that wouldn't be so bad. Well, how big is the manual?
It's like 25 pages.
Oh, that wouldn't be so bad. You can go to the library and do that.
$2.
Is that $2 per page or just $2 in general?
I think it's like 10 cents a page or something like that.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, do that.
The library near my house lets me print off like $2 worth of pages for free every day.
Ooh.
I can slowly chip away at it.
Nice.
But yeah, like the game gets really intense. Like when you get down to like 30 seconds, you just start frantically talking to the other person because they can't tell how much time is left.
Yeah, I can't. We definitely got to play that next time we hang out.
Oh yeah.
Dude, yes.
Which should be soon.
What'd you have it for?
Break.
The PS4.
Okay.
Is it PSVR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like only VR?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I played it on the PC at school, so that was actually
slacker.
Well, no, at the time there was like we had nothing to do, and it was like way before even class started. It was like hours before class started. So
yeah, like the person who is like disarming the bomb and like giving all the information. The bomb screen is only in the VR headset, and the TV screen is blank. Essentially, cool. And then you either have to use a laptop or use a printed off version of the manual, and then that's how you communicate the game by like describing what you're looking at. And there's like a bunch of
awesome.
It's really cool.
That's like innovative.
It's
I can't
immersive.
think of any other game like that. Yeah, immersive too.
There's like, oh, I got 2 modules, 4 wires, 2 blue. And then the person's like going through a list and then deciphering like what that means, and then they tell you which one to cut.
The Morse code one.
That
one is so stupid.
That's interesting. Because you got like dot line. You got to decipher it from like how long the light is on the decoder.
And then like the person tells us like, okay, dot line, like what we've said. So then you have to try to find like, okay,
the letter that matches
an S or whatever, and then you have to try to spell out everything. And then even on the manual, there's even letters and numbers. Sorry, of course there's letters. I meant numbers, and we didn't even come across numbers. But there are some things that looked like they were numbers when they were saying it out loud and stuff like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's highly recommended.
Definitely.
Whoa. How much was it? Like it's only like $15, right?
$15.
Not bad at all.
Nope. I got paid Tuesday, so that was nothing.
Well, good for you, Mr. Moneybags. You
I get
made
by.
a pretty good amount today.
I get by.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, Jersey? What have you been playing these days?
I kind of had. Yeah, actually, I did play Ark a little this week with a friend, like usual. And then a little bit of Minecraft just before again because it's on my computer. And I'm like, why not? I know, but it's not bad building stuff and getting the resources. I don't do creative. But
I'm not creative at all. That's why Minecraft doesn't speak to me. Because, like, yeah, I don't have the mind for it, you know?
The Minecraft for it.
Yeah. Boo.
Boo. What are you doing? Just hating around? Boo.
I'm not adding any variety this week either compared to last week. I've still been playing Rock Band 4. Like, the crew thing is such a genius game mode because, like, okay, for starters, this seems like it's like terrible. The internet usually crucifies companies for doing this kind of thing. But, like, so in crews, you have your spotlight songs where, like, let's say, for example, this week the challenge is bands from Boston. And the three spotlight songs are the songs where your score matters. And then every other song, you just play them and gain XP. But then they take 3 songs where you play those, and the highest score on each instrument all contributes to your spotlight score. And they've done this 3 times now, including this week, where one of the spotlight songs is a DLC song. So you have to buy the song in order to contribute. So, like, normally that, like, is awful. Like, it's not awful. I guess it's fine. Pay to win, whatever. Or pay to win isn't even, like, a good word for it. Just whatever you want to call it. However, I've gotten incredibly lucky, and I've wanted to buy I was going to buy those 3 songs anyway, except for one, like, Heathens by 21 Pilots is like, I don't really care for that song, but I bought it anyway. And it's, like, genius because, one, they're getting money from it, which is something that they definitely need. I can't imagine that game is doing spectacular anymore after it's been out for a year and a half now. And it's getting me to play it again. I'm talking about it on this podcast. I'm streaming it all the time because they finally got their act together and the game actually works again while I'm streaming it, so I can play it without incredible latency and all that great stuff. So, like, just props to Harmonix for thinking of that genius game mode. And, like, all in all, it's hella fun. So, like, if I have to put more money into it, fine. I don't care. Like, I'm having a ton of fun with it. So, props on that. Still playing Titanfall 2. And I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 video games I've played since last week's episode. Because I still haven't gotten back to Watch Dogs 2. Maybe someday I will. It was a great game. It's just, you know, Titanfall kind of got in the way. And I still want to play The Last Guardian. I almost rented that today. I was so close of renting The Last Guardian, but decided not to. So, in case you don't know, this is Get Some Games, a weekly video games podcast where we talk about all the video games podcast, if I don't want to just slur my way through those words, where we talk about all the latest news in video games and bring at least one major topic of discussion to the table. So if you like that idea, please subscribe to us right here on YouTube and all of our other podcast services like SoundCloud and Google Play and iTunes and all that good stuff. And follow us on Twitter at Get Some Games to know whenever we are putting up a show, whether we're putting up a random video, whether I'm streaming, that I'm actually doing quite a bit more these days. And yeah. So let's just jump right into the news. Jersey, you are quite the Mario fan, correct?
Yes.
We talked about Super Mario Run a little bit last week. Maybe. Yeah, we did.
Yep.
So Super Mario Run is exclusive to iOS.
For now.
And it hit for now. It's a timed exclusive.
Stupid.
To iOS. Yeah. However, despite being trapped on that awful platform, it has hit 40 million downloads in 4 days. And that was as of December 21st. This is now December 22nd, so maybe it's at like, I mean, if it's going off that, then they might have hit 50 million by now, maybe 45, because I'm sure it's exponential. So, it's not exponential, that's not the right word. But 40 million downloads in 4 days. They, however, have not announced how many of those copies were like sold, because like they coined the phrase "free to start," where you download the game and you get to play the first 3 levels, and then from there, you're locked out. Like you have to pay $10 to actually unlock the whole game. So 40 million downloads is still nothing to sneeze at, especially since it's only on iOS. We're already getting into like Pokemon Go numbers, right?
Yeah, like within the first few days. Like Pokemon Go went pretty crazy. Let me see. Hold on.
And Pokemon Go released simultaneously on iOS and Android.
I don't think it did it.
I thought so. Maybe not. It might have been on iOS.
The beta
first.
was definitely. I know the beta was Android, but I don't know if it was released simultaneously.
It might not have been simultaneously, but they were at least close. So and Pokemon Go was everywhere. Like there was a good month where literally everywhere you turned, someone was playing Pokemon Go. So the fact that Super Mario Run is already like getting into those numbers, that's insanity. Like Nintendo just so absolutely hit it out of the park with this whole decision to go mobile. And the game looks great. Like I'm kind of bummed that I can't get it. I would have no problem paying $10 for it. I'm on my phone enough anyway. Why not like play a game on it, especially when it's Mario?
Mm-hmm.
Mario.
Mario.
Oh my god.
Like I realize some people's name is Mario, but he says his own name and he says Mario. So like that's kind of the end all argument.
Yeah, it's Mario.
Like
Mario.
That's just the American Italian thing going on where they always pronounce like the vowels differently when you're supposed to, like mozzarella. A lot of people say mozzarella, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, because there's only one O, I guess.
But it's just the American view on
the
Italian.
Dirty pig dog Americans.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it'd be weird if he's like, "Hey, how are you? I'm Mario," and they go, "Oh, hey, Mario."
Yeah, it's like that's not what I just said. That is not what I just said.
Like, hi, I'm Sean. Oh, hey, Dave.
Singing.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I said, sir or madam. So Super Mario Run it's getting good reviews too.
Yeah,
like it's getting good critical reviews. It's getting people at my work are talking about it, which is like pretty cool to see. I still don't understand why it's not on 3DS. Like, just why not? You know, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, because then I'd be able to buy it. I want to give Nintendo my money, but they won't let me.
How dare they?
So at the time of the GameSpot article that reported the 40 million downloads, it is at the top of iTunes free and top grossing charts. So it's not just being downloaded. It is legitimately generating money too. So Nintendo's usually really good about releasing sales numbers. So like they're definitely better than Microsoft and Sony at releasing sales numbers. So maybe someday we'll see it. Maybe like when it releases on Android, they'll put out a little press release like Super Mario Run has already sold 25 million copies. Yeah. So, and now it's on Android where we unlock the potential to like double our profits or something. PR. Yeah, so I'll be getting it.
That's got to be how their meetings go. They just say PR a bunch.
I'm not sure if that's a rumors page. This is a rumors page. I don't know. So I was just reading something that said like Super Mario Run, the fastest mobile game to 25 million downloads within 4 days. So I'm not sure if that's correct now.
I believe it.
Because it took Pokemon Go 11 days to get to 25 million.
Jesus. I didn't expect it to be like this much. Like, I mean, obviously everyone under the sun knows that Nintendo's gonna like hit a home run with every mobile game they put out. Almost every mobile game.
Almost. Yeah.
Like not Miitomo, but if that's even like a game.
I don't think it.
Unquote.
Yeah.
It's like a social platform that nobody cares about.
Yep.
So, but still, like, because it's like so many people have cell phones, but it's still just insane to see the number 40 million.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's still not more than Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold, though. And that's a $60 game.
If they ever release a Zelda mobile game, that'll probably sell like close to the same amount, if not more.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll do more.
Like, well, I don't know either.
Zelda games don't generally sell that well. Like, obviously they sell like great for a video game, but like in like compared to other mega blockbusters, Zelda actually kind of doesn't sell that fantastically.
Yeah.
But it's not like a $60 investment though. It's like a little $10.
Well, we also need to see how well Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing do too, though. So
Yeah,
like
I'm
this
really
could just
curious to
literally
see.
be because of the fact that it's Mario, and because of how well he's known, how well known he is, I should say. Sorry, but
Right.
that could literally be one of the only reasons why people get it, because like, oh, it's a 2D Mario platformer that's legit that I can get on my phone. So
I've noticed like a lot of all right, like since Nintendo's like branded as like the kid friendly like company, I've noticed like a lot of kids play on phones now, so like that probably helped a lot too.
actually, I did read that somewhere
definitely.
too.
Like being on mobile really taps into the casual market. So like people just see like, oh, Mario, or like kids, like a 6-year-old kid or whatever can like, or their parent that doesn't really care about video games can identify like, oh, this is Mario. Now with something like Fire Emblem, those aren't the people that'll be like, oh, Nintendo, this is the Mario people and it's Fire Emblem, so I'm gonna check that out. It's just like Fire Emblem, because it's Nintendo, will obviously still do well, and Fire Emblem is a beloved franchise with the hardcore video game fans, so it'll still do exceptionally well, I'm sure. But I'd be shocked if it got anywhere near this, like in its entire lifetime.
Apparently, some people that have the game are getting surveys asking if they want a sequel, and they also said it's $10 a fair price for the game as well. So it might even be getting a sequel depending on how many people respond positively for it.
I really hope they make a pachinko machine for this game.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I want HD cutscenes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Oh yeah. Yep. But whenever I think Mario, I think of the gorgeous HD cutscenes.
Yep.
And the pinball gameplay.
They can literally go for like every.
Yeah. But sticking like alongside the casual market thing, $10. I love that Nintendo took that risk on that. Like,
that's kind of high for like a.
It is high for a mobile game.
Yeah,
but
the mobile games
time,
market is like an absolute garbage bin. Like for every one good mobile game, there's like literally 5,000 terrible ones where it's just Apple and Android allow every single Joe Schmo to upload garbage game after garbage game, and there's no
like send me
quality,
the heaven.
there's no like quality assurance. There's nothing like that, and everyone just expects their games to be free. Like everyone like even some games that are really popular, like $2 or $3 or whatever. But Nintendo was like, no, we're gonna give you a quality premium product, and we're gonna charge $10 for it. I like really commend them for that.
Yeah,
and I think it's gonna like do well for them, and maybe hopefully someday the App Store won't be a complete joke when it comes to video games.
Yeah, because it's like usually you have like that one good game, then you've got like people like following that game. Like for instance, like I've seen ads on the Google Play Market that are like Pokemon based, but it's a totally different name, but uses the exact same models from like Pokemon games. And I'm like, how are they getting away with this? You know, different name, but it's the same exact models and everything from like Pokemon Go or Pokemon XY, Sun and Moon and stuff like that. I'm like, that should not be allowed. So that you got like those types of games. You also got games that are just like basically complete rip-offs. You know, where like for instance, like when Flappy Birds was a thing, you had that one guy. Yeah, like most of not one guy. You had like a bunch of people just like copying that format. You know. And stuff like that. So that's like another thing about the mobile market too.
Somebody made a Game Boy Advanced version of Flappy Bird.
Really?
Yeah, dead serious.
That's cool. I mean, like it's kind of dumb, but it's cool that somebody made a Game Boy game at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure it could run it, no problem.
Yep.
Did you guys know there's a game on? This is kind of straying away a little bit, but there's a game on PlayStation 4 called My Name Is Mayo. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Nope.
It's a game. It's purely for. This is something I'm actually kind of ashamed of PlayStation for letting this happen, but it's something you would see on like Steam Early Access or something like that.
Okay.
It's
like there's a game called I Am Bread.
Yeah, except that's an actual game. Like My Name Is Mayo it's $2. It's $2 or $3, and literally the game is a picture of a jar of mayonnaise, and you tap X and you tap the jar of mayonnaise. That's the entire game. However, it comes with a platinum trophy. So you can buy this game and get a platinum trophy.
Oh
for
my
it.
gosh!
Yeah.
Because
So,
it's only one trophy.
Yeah, well, like it's like other trophies. Like, you get your bronze and your silver. It's like tap the jar 10 times and 50 times and 100 times, and eventually you get a platinum. So it's basically a game for trophy hunters that can't pass up that kind of thing, where you can spend $2 or $3 and get an easy platinum in like a half hour. And that game exists on the PlayStation Store, and it actually charted on NPD, which we will get to shortly, as you'll see.
Okay,
So-
like I just looked it up. Apparently, PlayStation posted a ad of it, and it's like, wait, it's rated T for suggested themes of partial nudity.
I didn't know that part.
What? Okay, hold on.
Is it
So-
VR support?
I don't know. Here comes the
No,
touching
it's not.
story of a mayo jar. Then it's just a picture of a mayo jar, and then struggling with identity issues, and then it has emo hair. And then based on real life gameplay experience, and then it just starts tapping the jar with a counter in the top right.
Yeah, that's the entire game in PlayStation.
It was raining
is-
dogs and cats, mayo, and there's actual dogs and cats. My dad wanted me to be like him, so then the mayo jar has a mustache now. I have a secret I hide from everybody, and then it's a banana peel suit something. I don't. This is so weird.
Yeah, that game exists.
Okay.
And PlayStation just like proudly is selling this game.
Okay, I'll send the link to you guys to show you, but
Is the
Yeah.
sequel going to be at E3 next year?
God, it's gonna be on the
my
E3
name is Mayo.
press
Like
conference.
Hegel.
My name is Grey Poupon.
Great poop.
So yeah, that's My Name is Mayo. That game exists,
Wow.
but yeah. But let's move on. Super Mario Run I'm sure it's fantastic. I can't wait to get it. But
Yep.
let's talk about the top 10 best-selling games in the U.S. during the month of November 2016. Starting out with Pokemon. Like, I'm not going to get to the list yet, but the month's top 3 games were Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Battlefield 1, and Pokemon Sun, respectively. Because Pokemon, they kind of put, like whenever Nintendo talks about, like, Pokemon Sun and Moon being the highest-selling Pokemon, whatever, like, they put them both together. But Pokemon Sun outsold Pokemon Moon, but it's still super impressive because Pokemon Moon is just directly right under Pokemon Sun.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you count them collectively, Pokemon was the best-selling game of November.
That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's super impressive, especially considering
It
like
beat-
its competition.
Yeah, like it would have beat Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And Battlefield, which is insane. So yeah, that's the top 4. In order: Call of Duty, Battlefield 1, Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon, and then coming up at number 5 is Titanfall 2, which is great to see because I obviously have been singing that game's praises for a while now. And they were talking about how it like underperformed or whatever, but like considering that it was released sandwiched between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty, like completely idiotic move on EA's part. That game should have launched in like February next year, but it's still charted number 5, which is fantastic. Number 6 is NBA 2K17. Like every year, NBA 2K is going to sell 100 bajillion copies. And then following that is Madden NFL 17. And then number 8 at Watch Dogs 2. Number 9 is The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Remastered Edition, or whatever they call it.
Okay.
And then number 10 is FIFA 17. FIFA. So let's get into a little bit more of a breakdown.
Hold on.
Maybe. What?
No, so apparently, I have to say this because this is stupid.
Please do.
Apple just released AirPod straps for your earbuds. So that way you
What?
don't ever lose them. It's literally
Wait,
just
so
like...
what?
So, okay, you know how the new iPhones, they have Bluetooth headphones?
Yeah.
Like earbuds?
They're wireless earbuds.
They're wireless. They literally just made the strap-on attachments that you slide onto the earbud. That's a cable.
Oh my god! And they're charging $20 for
They're
it.
probably going to.
Oh my god!
Apple,
no, they are.
so,
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Apple's the worst.
Just flip and make the earbuds with the flipping cable.
Like,
latency.
I get the appeal of wireless headphones, but like
But not
Bluetooth can only carry certain like quality music, which obviously like 99.8% of Apple users don't care about that anyway. But still, like, you're losing quality in your audio file, like, and now you're just gonna make them not wireless. Oh dear. This is for the people that bought the iPen for $100.
Yeah. Oh my
convinced
gosh.
themselves that it was actually better than your $4 stylus that you can buy at the store.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I had to say that. I saw that and I had to say that.
No, thank you for bringing that up. And ruining my day. No, I'm just kidding.
Continue.
So I thought I was gonna be able to find like more hardcore like sales numbers here, but I guess not. But Sony is back on top now with PlayStation 4 outselling Xbox in the month of November. That ends Xbox 3-month streak of being on top. So props to Nintendo to Sony for getting back in there. Nintendo, how many copies do you think the Wii U sold this month? Like,
well, I bought one 2 months ago, so probably about 4.
Everyone's making way for that Switch, and that's gonna give it to you. Can't wait. Speaking of the Nintendo Switch, apparently when you take the Nintendo Switch off the dock, its CPU and GPU clock speeds, they just drop drastically, which is like, obviously that's going to happen, but it actually might be
detrimental.
People think. Yes. So if you want to get into the whole nitty gritty, I'm not going to talk about your megahertz and 307.2 megahertz clock speeds and all this fancy dancy stuff. So,
my Switch is probably never going to leave the dock, to be honest.
Like, because
I'll walk around the house with it, but I'm not going to take it on the go.
Yeah, because I feel like that's something too valuable to misplace, and especially with the Joy-Con controllers.
Yeah, like I might bring mine to college. Like, I don't know. It's definitely going to be like 90% a home console for me, so it's not that big a deal. But apparently, like, the easy headlining number is that the Switch reportedly runs at 40% of the clock speed when it's not docked.
Oh.
Yeah, 40%. Not 40% less, 40% of the total.
Like, if it runs like 100 miles an hour, when you take it off the dock, it runs at 40 miles an hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's bad. Because, like, what about the games in the future that, like, push the hardware? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure Skyrim will right off the bat.
Yeah.
So, are we going to be playing...
I mean, the load times are already horrendous anyway. At least in the original release.
Yeah.
So, are we going to be playing... I don't know what a good example is. Battlefield 2 or let's say by some miracle Star Wars Battlefront 2 comes to the Nintendo Switch. Are we going to be playing that online at 15 frames a second?
Yep.
I guess. I mean, they already... Another rumor is like already that the screen can only support 720p.
Oh, no.
Yeah, when it's not docked. So...
That's fine.
Yeah.
My eyes.
I just don't get, like, I get it and I don't get it. Like, I don't see how Nintendo can be putting out a console in 2017 that's weaker than consoles that came out.
They've like always done that though.
Because
I don't know, man.
Because they're more focused on the gameplay than they are on the power side of things. But
well, I know, but they're like
that can hinder them as well.
Like, they're making the system. Like, there is no gameplay versus graphics here. They're working on the hardware. Like the hardware is the graphics, like, and it's not just graphics, like it's power completely, like frames per second, and how much a game can fit. Like, I don't know, like imagine Grand Theft Auto 6 where you can go inside every single building, or think of the atrocity that Skyrim was on PS3 where the game was literally unplayable after 15 hours. Like, that stuff matters. They're like, I don't know, man. It's rough pumpkins. I'll tell you that. But it's a Nintendo game. It's a Nintendo console, and honestly, who's buying a Nintendo console to play non-Nintendo games? Nobody. As long as they give us those, it's going to be fantastic.
And a Metroid.
Well, yeah, that would be a Nintendo game.
Yeah, but like, I want Nintendo games and another Metroid.
Yeah,
because they forgot that game exists.
What are the odds? Let's see, real quick. What are the odds of us getting a Zelda game, a Mario game, and a Metroid game all within the first 12 months of Switch's release?
0.
I'm going to say 80.
Oh.
Yeah. Going out on a limb here. Because we guaranteed getting Zelda.
Yep.
We're almost guaranteed getting Mario. And they know that Metroid is next in line. Like, it absolutely has to be. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say 12. I'm 80% chance that we get those 3 games within the first year, which is already completely insane. And a console that I want.
I don't know. Metroid's still kind of niche for them to like dump a lot of money into. And that's a problem.
It is, but it's not like, it's not so nitty gritty hardcore that like nobody will buy it. Like if that was the case, then they wouldn't have made like Splatoon or Fire Emblem or Animal Crossing or insert any other game here that's not Mario or Zelda or Pokemon. You gotta bring us something.
Yep.
So
Eternal Darkness 2.
Federation Force 2.
No.
Can't even joke about that game.
No, I've seen it at the stores, and I'm just like, no. Like, I'd never even considered buying it, like, even for a fraction of a second.
Refuse to support that nonsense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Think with your wallets.
Yep. Vote with your wallet.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Don't think with your wallet. Because well, I guess you could. I don't know. If your wallet's like mine and has nothing inside of it, then.
Why doesn't Nintendo make like the Super Smash Bros. Route with the Mario Kart games? Like, why don't they put like every Nintendo character in them?
I don't know.
Because like they put Link in Mario Kart 8
also,
and Animal Crossing people.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just their thing. I don't know. Maybe they want to keep them separate. Maybe make Smash Bros. Its own cool thing. Like it is called Mario Kart, so like. But I don't know. That's a great question. I would much rather, and especially for a game like that where it's not like you have to balance everybody, like in the sense that you have to balance everyone for Smash Bros.
Yeah, you just got to balance. The
because
carts,
you literally balance the carts and the weight of the people, because you literally have like light, medium, and heavy usually for the Mario Kart stuff, and then
right.
You know, as opposed to that in Smash Bros. As well, but then you also have to counter with the fact it's like, okay,
I want Samus and her gunship to be usable. So bad. Because they got the Blue Falcon from F-Zero.
Yeah.
Let's put Samus
and they have F-Zero and they have an F-Zero track. Like, and like they can even keep all the Mario characters in there. Like, give us an 80 character roster. Who cares?
Mod Nation. Mod Nation is the best racer.
Yeah, Mod Nation Racers really might be my favorite kart racer of all time. Just because like
Crash Team Racing is still mine.
Yeah, that's up there too. The top 3 is got to be like Mario Kart 8, or I don't know, like one Mario Kart game, like because everyone has their own favorite one. Yeah. And then Mod Nation Racers on PS3, and then Crash Team Racing. Those are like the 3. Because Mod Nation, man, you could have anything. You can create your own tracks, and the character and kart creator was good enough that you could make like anything you wanted. He was the best. Randy Marsh versus Pikachu versus Peter Griffin versus Master Chief. all in the same game racing each other. They need to make. There needs to be a fighting game like that. That's not WWE.
Yeah.
WWE is like too realistic, where all the ridiculous characters look too ridiculous. But it's just cool enough that you can create Harambe. There's a video that's Donald Trump versus Harambe in like in a match. Such a random 2016 pairing.
Well, yeah.
What were we talking about?
The Nintendo Switch.
We didn't get that sidetracked. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we went from Nintendo Switch to Harambe. So only right here on Get Some Games. That has been the news. Another light news week, just because it's the holidays. So what can you expect? But we do have a new, hopefully fun, hopefully not super boring and lame, cool segment of the week for you guys. Weave is going to take over right about now.
All right, so the January issue of Gameinformer, the back page, where there's usually a quiz, has a little segment called Who Would Win? And they got 9 questions for us. And who would win in these predicaments? All right, so you guys just want to start?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, who would win in an arm wrestling contest? Brick from Borderlands or Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong.
Oh, yeah, Donkey
Yeah,
Kong.
my vote is for sure Donkey Kong.
He's a gorilla. Gorillas are stronger than humans. And he punched the flipping moon. But
Yeah, he punched the moon. What do you? He can pound on the ground and make
semi-earthquakes, yeah.
Yeah, like if there's a barrel in the ground, he can pound on the ground and cause the barrel to shoot upwards.
Yeah. But realistically speaking, if you put a human against a gorilla, the gorilla's going to win. Like, they're just so strong. So, yeah.
Like, Brick's a big dude, but come on now.
Yeah, like...
All right, so that one's pretty well locked down for us. Like,
yep.
Donkey Kong is the winner.
Yeah, unanimous.
All right. Who would win in a foot race? We got Sonic the Hedgehog versus Tracer from Overwatch.
That's
really?
not even fair.
That's not... No.
Like, I mean, I get that the internet's obsessed with Tracer right now, but it's Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Can't Tracers, like, freeze time, though?
Okay, if you want to take that into account, then, like, that... would that be cheating?
Yeah, but how long does that last?
Exactly, like...
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, even if, like, she managed to, like, get through, like, 3/4 of the race, that doesn't mean that Sonic still can't catch up and, like, beat her. Like, Sonic could literally just get, like, 20 chili dogs, eat them all, and then wait till she gets to the very end of the finish line, and then beat her still at the beginning of the finish line. Like, come on. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. So...
I don't know.
All right, that's very true. Since neither of us are hardcore Overwatch players, I have her abilities up here real quick. All right, she has an ability called Blink. Tracer zips... Oh, God. Computer loaded. Okay. Tracer zips horizontally through space in the direction she's moving and reappears several yards away. She stores up to 3 charges of the Blink ability and generates more every few seconds. So, okay, this might actually be a little bit more... close. There isn't. They don't give official numbers or anything like that. She also has an ability called Recall, where she bounds backwards in time, returning her health, ammo, and position. So that wouldn't help because she'd be moving backwards.
Yeah, no.
So she would have to rely on Blink. That she can store 3 charges of Blink, and reappear several yards forward, and it generates more every few seconds. So I guess it also depends on how long the race is too.
Yeah. Because it's a really far race and she wouldn't be able to do it. But Sonic would. But if it was... It's hard because...
There's a lot of technicalities we don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still going to have to go with Sonic.
Yeah, same here.
Like, he's just too good, I guess.
Because
he can run on water.
He's got to. Yeah, he's got to go fast.
He runs faster than the speed of sound, which that's flipping fast.
Yeah.
So because like the closest thing that runs faster than the speed of light is the speed of sound. So
although there was a video that the Game Theorist did that they actually found out that Mario is in fact faster than Sonic in their own universes.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's a different story for another time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Blink has a 3-second cooldown and moves her forward 7.8 meters. So 3 seconds. That's a lot. I mean, that's like not a lot. So I don't know, man. 'Cause
Sonic
when
is
she
like
blinks forward.
consistent.
She's like, yeah, that's true. While she's cooling down, he's like way made up for the
Exactly.
time.
So even though she'll like be able to like catch up to him every now and then, he'd still beat her because like with the cooldown. So if she didn't have a cooldown, then she probably would at least like, give Sonic a run for his money, but it'd be really close. But yeah.
Yeah. All right, I got to go with that too. It's got to be Sonic.
Yep. All right. So Sonic is the winner for that one for us. The third question. Who would win in a one-on-one street basketball contest? Master Chief or Kratos?
Oh, God. So many variables here. Kratos.
Now, do they each have weapons?
No, it's basketball.
No,
if it's street basketball, they might.
Yeah, but there's rules in street basketball. You can't just murder your opponent. So
looking at you, Kratos.
Like a Master Chief could like rocket jump.
Yeah, exactly. But then Kratos could jump pretty high too. So
can we all agree that Kratos probably is more athletic?
Yes,
he is. And
Master
actually,
Chief's
he's taller
armor
too.
does, like,
So
a lot of it.
That too.
Yeah. Master Chief can jump really high because like in his armor, but Kratos has wings.
Yeah,
that too.
Well, wait, is it current Kratos?
It just says Kratos.
Because like
we don't know
Kratos
still
like.
Sorry.
Go. No, you go ahead.
Because I was about to say like the new God of War. You talk about that Kratos.
Yeah, because like Kratos in God of War 2 is very different from Kratos now.
Yeah, but he still might have the wings of Icarus.
This is like before like the current God of War coming out.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So God of War 3 or whatever. So
yeah. So like God of War 3. Could he use Medusa on Kratos on Master Chief?
But he's jumping just.
Yeah, like while in midair, and then
be like,
Master
oh, look
Chief
at that!
falls
Master
and
Chief is gone, and then I win the basketball game. Yeah, like that one. See that one? That one's difficult. Like if there's no weapons, no nothing. I like Kratos. Like what we said is very athletic as opposed to Master Chief. But then again, well, here's the thing though. Master Chief is military. Well, so is Kratos, but they train differently now than they did in the past. Where, like, modern military, they carry super heavy equipment up hills and do all that type of stuff. Where, like, in the past, they didn't do that, as far as I recall. So, I mean, just because he has that armor on doesn't mean that he has to keep that armor on. Yeah,
I don't know.
And then yet again, too, you have to remember, too, the
saying.
fact of the matter is basketball is not invented back in ancient Greece. If you want to be super technical about it.
But Master Chief
be like, wait, what's this? So the Master Chief will be doing, be balling with that, but...
Yeah, I guess we don't want to underestimate Master Chief's athletic ability, but like because basketball is definitely not just a game of athleticism, but like in a one-on-one environment it definitely helps.
Yeah,
I don't know if for some reason I just have a hard time giving this one to Master Chief. Kratos just seems like a straight up baller,
Oh my gosh, just imagining him like slam dunking into the hoop. It's crazy.
He'll do like oh dang it. Oh, and like
quick time event pops up.
Like in the old NBA Ballers game, if you could do a move called bringing down the house, where like if you did a signature slam dunk to end it, you would like break the rim and everything. So like I can see Kratos bringing down the house for sure.
All right. Well, that's one thing though about him, like with street ball. I mean, like It is straight ball. So like there are some rules that you can do that you can't do in normal play. So like some like knocking people down to a degree and stuff like that. Like he'd have no problem with that with Chief, and then like do rounds on him that way if he's very aggressive about it. But
yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Kratos, but it's close.
it is pretty close because we don't know exactly what will play into it. But yeah, I'd have to go with Kratos as well.
I just don't even know.
Oh, you gotta answer though.
I feel like Kratos would win, and I don't know why.
Because it's fun to see a really burly dude playing basketball. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh wait, we also have to take into account Master Chief is tall.
But so is Kratos.
I don't think he's as tall as Master Chief though.
Hold on.
I've always seen Kratos as being kind of short.
Yeah, I did too. Like, except for when he obviously at the end of God of War 1.
Kratos is, according to early God of War script, the character is 6 feet 6 inches tall.
What?
Okay,
so
that's like average NBA height. Master Chief is like a tower though.
Oh, hold on, wait.
Kratos is 6 foot tall. Are you serious?
6'6".
Yeah.
I thought he was like
no,
5'9",
Master Chief stands about
5'10".
7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Okay.
Master Chief is 7'2" in armor.
So he's probably around like 6'11" then, maybe.
Yeah, he's 6'10". He's 7'2" in armor, 6'10" without armor. This whole time I've been assuming that Chief is playing in his armor for some reason.
You see, like that I'm not to a degree because like imagine because now give him the advantage of with the jetpack, you know.
Yeah, well, is the jetpack? I would say the jetpack's illegal to use though. Like I know it's street ball, but they still have rules.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but I see because then like what that gives him like advances to jumping too, doesn't it? Though.
Oh yeah, he can jump like hella high in his armor.
Because of the armor, right?
Yeah.
So that itself would not be allowed because then that would make the playing field unfair. Especially since he's got an extra like 5 inches without armor upon Kratos.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, like if he's not in armor, then I think that even that helps Kratos like way more too.
Yeah.
So old John 117 can't take the God of War. All right, what's the next question?
All right, who would win in a spelling bee?
Oh.
We got Marcus Phoenix versus Thrall from Warcraft.
Thrall? See, I don't know anything about Warcraft. Is he like an orc?
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. I don't know much about Warcraft.
Me neither. Thrall, according to the WoW wiki.
Okay, yeah, he's an orc.
Oh yeah, he's like the main orc that like you see when you talk about Warcraft. I don't know. Is he like?
See, my thing is Marcus can't even spell Phoenix right.
That's not his fault. That's his ancestors' fault.
Yeah.
Marcus is a smart dude.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to read. I'm like super quickly skimming through Thrall's wiki here.
I just
try to.
It's just funny just to see Marcus Phoenix like up on a stage and he's just like A P P L E app.
All right, so Blackmore returned with Thrall to his fortress Dornhold Keep, raising him as a gladiator with the savagery of an orc, but with the keen strategic intellect of a human.
Okay.
That's it. I'm just typing in keywords like smart intellect. Yeah, so that's that way I can search.
This says he's clever, but that doesn't really help with spelling.
No.
And I don't want to just give it to Marcus because I love him as a character. But
yeah, I know. Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like what can we go based off this? But I don't know anything about World of Warcraft lore. So,
like, Warcraft, like, it's more talking. Like, there's more talking involved, and like the Gears of War universe, there's like more. Like, I assume that they have to read a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they have to read like debriefing and mission commands and like a bunch of stuff.
Whereas like Warcraft and stuff, it's more like you go to a person, they tell you something.
Yeah, but isn't there like hold on. Like because
the words, like,
everything's magic based too, right? So you would have to at least, if you're like a magic wielder, you would have to at least know. You would need to know quite a bit. Like if you take it to like Dungeons and Dragons sort of thing, like it's good for a caster of magic to be intelligent, have a high amount of your stuff in intellect. But then yet again, he is more of like a gladiator. He's a fighter, healer, blade master, shaman, warrior, gladiator. Yeah. So those are the classes that he's appeared as. So he's a healer, which means that he does know healing magic. And then the fact that he's a shaman as well, which also says that he knows other types of magic.
You got to be smart to be able to cast spells.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
you might be swaying me.
So
yeah, I'm gonna go with Thrall just because of like you have to be smart to be able to do that stuff. And
yeah,
I think I am too. And I can see Marcus is like a military guy, so I could see him being like
he'd be very tactical.
Words are stupid.
Yeah, like, I don't even know how to spell whatever.
Like when it comes to tactics, he's really smart, but so would be Thrall, I'd assume, because the fact that he's an orc, which I would run through, the war runs through his veins essentially. But the fact that he also knows how to use magic gives him that book knowledge sense. To
that fancy book learning.
Yep, because he at least had to learn from a master or from a book to learn how to cast spells. So I'd have to go with Thrall as well.
That one settles it. I gotta go with Thrall too.
Yay. Alright, so Thrall's the winner.
Right.
Who would win in a debate on foreign policy? We got General Rom versus Ernot Rex. I assume he is from Mass Effect.
Oh god. How do you spell it?
URDNOT. I'm sure it'll come up on your search engine if you just type it.
Yeah. All right. He is from Mass Effect. God, another one that we have to do research on.
Well, that's what happens when you play every single game known to mankind, but that's sometimes hard to do. So.
All right. So right off the bat, I got to go with General Rom because he's a general of a military, so he's got to know a thing or two about foreign stuff.
Foreign policy.
But, and let's see, Erdnot Rex is a mercenary and a bounty hunter. He's one of the rare individuals who combine powerful biotic abilities with the devastating firepower of advanced weaponry. So this guy seems to just be like a bounty hunter, I guess. Kind of like a lone wolf kind of thing.
Yeah, he'd have to know a lot about how like people's customs work.
Which means that he would know a lot about foreign policy, because you don't want to offend somebody because, like, for instance, in some cases, like, you could do some things inside some countries because that's allowed, but then if you do those same exact things inside other countries, that could actually be really, really frowned upon. So if he knows customs of other countries, then he would know, at least, I would say, more of a political, but that doesn't mean also, well, it's a political debate though, right?
It's just a debate on foreign policy.
Foreign policies. So
I think I got to give it to Rom on this one, because like Rom is super smart. He was the head of the military for the entire Locust Horde. And
Yeah, but okay, it's just hold on though, because who started the war in that?
It kind of goes both ways, but I guess you could say the Locusts started the war.
Okay, so do you know if with any readings of the books or in the games if they actually at least tried to negotiate peacefully?
No, because the books take place before or after 1, and spoilers, Rom dies in 1. So there is like no negotiation. Like
Now, when you start playing the games, though, does it take place like immediately, like when the war starts, or has the war been going on for a little while?
Yeah, the war had been going on for a little while.
Okay,
and
that's harder to debate then, because you don't know if they tried to do peaceful negotiations or if they just went flat out war.
Yeah, and if they did, I doubt Rom would be doing that. Like the Queen was kind of all. Queen Mira was kind of that, like the spokesperson for them. So I don't know, man. I still got to go with Rom on this one for my personal pick. But I can understand why you might want to go with the other guy, even though we don't really.
I don't know any. Well, the thing is, I don't know anything about these two, like because I've played a little bit of Gears of War, but I've not played enough to know anything about the story, and I've never played Mass Effect, so that throws everything else out the water too for me. I don't know. Weave, what would you pick?
I don't really know.
Yeah, see, like
you gotta pick one.
I'm gonna go with Erdnot just because of like he's got to know a bunch about other cultures.
I feel the same way a little bit.
Rama's more like just for the Locust. Like Erdnot Rex like does stuff for other people though. Like that's the only reason though.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if it's a reason, it's a reason. So.
Yep.
All right.
Going to the next one.
Yep, going to the next one.
All right, who would win? Oh god, this is got another Overwatch character in it.
Oh dear.
All right, who would win in a pistol duel at high noon? Jesse McCree or John Marston?
Wait, I'm sorry. Read the question again.
Who would win a pistol duel at high noon?
Oh.
Jesse McCree or John Marston?
I'm gonna say John Marston because.
Yeah, I'd say John Marston is like more of a legendary Western character, and McCree, like, he's good, obviously, but
Marston, I don't know what his ability is.
Can you once again bring up the
like John Marston is just a guy.
Yeah, well, McCree is like he looks like John Marston basically. Like he looks like a Western pistol wielder. All right.
He looks like Stranger from Stranger's Wrath mixed with John
slow
Marston.
Down time to get precise dead shot like John Marston can, then I'd say it's equal. But it depends on what other abilities he's got.
He has. Well, I mean, if you want to if you look at it from that way, it's kind of unfair because Red Dead Redemption more focuses on like the realisticness of it, where like he doesn't have these. Well, no, Marston can do that, can't he?
That's what I'm saying. John Marston. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. John Marston can do that. So can this other guy do something similar?
All right. Let's see. He has a move called Deadeye. It says McCree takes a few precious moments to aim. When he's ready to fire, he shoots every enemy in his line of sight.
I think that's the same exact.
Yeah, that's what John Marston's ability is called. Is the Deadeye.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Deadeye targeting. Exactly that. Yep.
So if we talk, and his other abilities are like just straight up like pretty regular stuff. Like he has an ability that's like combat roll. He has a flashbang grenade. He has Fan the Hammer, and he sweeps. It says he shoots all remaining bullets in an extremely wide spread. Each bullet deals reduced damage, most effective at close range. So I got to go with Marston just from like even without his ability because I think that's kind of unfair. But for just like pure skill.
Yeah. because John Marston was an outlaw, and then, so he knows a lot about doing that type of stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I have to
he could
agree,
do
John.
the Deadeye right before Jesse goes to do his Deadeye, and then it'd be over.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't have time to do the flashbang.
Yeah, like I don't even want to really take the Deadeye thing into account, just because that, I don't know. It's like an automatic thing.
Both things are so similar, though. I mean, like, it's named the same thing, and it literally does almost the same thing. So, I mean, at that point, they're both pretty equal, but I still don't know a lot about Overwatch, and so, not to be biased, but John Marston.
I know enough to where I'm going to give it to Marston.
Yeah.
I give it to John, too. Just because he's cool.
All
right. Next one. Who would win the Westminster Kennel Club's Best in Show award?
Wait, what?
All right, so it's a dog show.
Yeah,
it's like the World Dog Show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amaterasu from Okami or D-Dog from Metal Gear 5.
Oh, it's got to be the Okami.
All right, I'm gonna be straight up and say Amaterasu because D-Dog has an eye patch.
Yeah.
And that means that he's not quote perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on, Weave. You're like cutting out quite a bit.
Yeah, you are.
All right.
That sounded good.
Keep talking.
Yeah.
That's how one know.
All right, so the dog, like D-Dog has an eye patch, and like the Kennel Club would frown on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
Okami looks like a masterpiece.
Yeah, Okami's just a
Okami
masterpiece
dog.
of Wolf himself, so it's herself.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. So
It's a she.
yeah. Atamarasu, is that her name?
Yep, Amaterasu.
All right.
She was
Yeah.
in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah.
Although D-Dog is like top tier dog, like in games.
Like
because
he is,
has
but
an eye patch.
yeah. Yeah. Like so. Like that's the thing though. Like if it was based on skill and everything, then yeah, D-Dog would win. But
Well, Amaterasu
I don't know.
who can fight stuff.
Yeah.
Like Amaterasu, like put away like an Oni, like a Japanese demon.
wow.
Amaterasu is a god, like in the game.
Yeah, like she's got to win.
Majestic. Yeah, I was gonna give it to her anyway. Especially because this is a dog show, even though, like, so I'd say, yeah, just give it to Amaterasu. Because that flaw, like what we've said, would have downvoted D-Dog.
Yep. Although I do love both of them.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
All right, who would win in a game of global thermonuclear war? We got Shodan from System Shock or GLaDOS.
Oh, GLaDOS.
Yeah.
Just because GLaDOS is like a mastermind.
I don't
Absolutely.
know. Shodan
Well-
like controls like the entire like System Shock game, and you don't even know until the end.
Oh. Well, I haven't played System Shock.
Like it's
'cause I
all
know
a setup. I've never played it either, but like I've like watched people play through it. The game's like ugly. It's so ugly now. But, like they're remaking it. I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Well, now I know the ending, so.
Oh, like everybody knows the ending.
Yeah. I'm just kidding anyway. But GLaDOS. Well, GLaDOS gets tricked pretty hardcore at the end of Portal 2.
Yeah.
Like enough to where she's on the moon now, so.
I'd have to. I'm just gonna go Shodan because like she is part of like a computer mainframe, and GLaDOS is just kind of like an AI, like thinking for itself. Like Shodan, like is out there to like control everything.
All right, I'll go with Shodan too then.
Sure.
Yeah, convinced her.
I don't know who any of those people are.
Oh
Jersey,
my
you gotta,
god.
Jersey, you need to play Portal.
Yeah, I've never played Portal, so
I have the
you
orange
need
box.
I know you do.
Borrow it.
I have
Become it.
Portal 2 also. But yeah, alright. Showdown wins. Just because we're all like, yeah. Because we said so. Alright, and then who would win in a doubles tennis match? We got Toe Jam and Earl
Oh, dang.
going retro versus the boy and his blob, also retro.
Oh, and you
Cut out again.
during the last one. A boy and his blob.
Yep.
Those aren't of all. When you said that, I had high expectations, but I was not expecting either of those two.
Yeah. Both sets of characters are slow.
Yeah, they are. Who the can the blob hold the racket?
See, I don't know. I don't think he can.
So
Because like you feed the blob like jelly beans and he like does stuff for you, and then you use like what he turns into to like get across like little riddles and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, like I don't know if he actually can like hold on to the tennis racket.
I don't think we can take that into account, though. That's not fair.
I mean, Toe Jam and Earl both have arms.
Yeah, they do. But if we had to take that into account, then they probably wouldn't have used that as their example.
Yeah.
As their verses. Oh man. Toe Jam and Earl, like
So
I haven't played
slow.
Toe Jam and Earl in a I haven't played that game in a while. Do they exhibit really good teamwork?
If you're doing
'Cause
co-op, it just depends on who your friend is.
Yeah. Because like the boy and his blob, they work really well together.
It's like an escort mission, essentially.
Yeah. The blob can like morph into different things. Like I'm looking at a picture where the boy is using the blob as a parachute.
Yep. Could the boy just like turn the blob into like an additional tennis racket?
I don't know. I don't think that would still be doubles though. That would be like a handicap match.
Yeah, but like
1-2.
the blob like would be a free moving tennis racket. Like he wouldn't be like the boy wouldn't have two.
I don't know. That sounds pretty good.
Like the blob could just turn into like a giant tennis racket and just win.
Is the blob like Jake, where he can expand like almost infinitely?
I do not know. It's one of those NES games like I'm trying to get a hold of.
Yeah.
I keep like looking at it and then I like decide not to buy it. For whatever reason.
And it was also remade.
Yep,
The remake is on like
and the
a ton of
Wii.
stuff. Yeah, it's on the Wii, the PS4, PC,
Yep.
Xbox One. It even came to Vita.
Dang.
I know it was on everything.
On the PlayStation Vita.
Yep, the good old Vita.
That guy at PSX. But yeah, I'm gonna go boy and its blob.
I think I'm gonna have to too.
All right, same here.
Just so we can be done with this awkward question.
Yeah. All right, what's next? How many is
That
left?
that was it.
Like,
That was the
Oh,
last.
that was it.
Yep.
Oh,
I should have like put a little pomp and circumstance on that.
yeah, that's all right.
It's okay.
So-
Post. We could do that in post.
So Game Informer doesn't do that kind of thing every month.
No, there's usually just like a little quiz, like trivia questions and whatnot.
All right. Well, if they do that again, let us know. 'Cause
All
that's
right.
fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they use more characters that we've actually heard of.
Yeah.
That we're more familiar with.
Yep.
But that was great. So, do you guys have any last moment things you want to get out there or talk about or mention or stuff?
I saw the Assassin's Creed movie, I guess.
Oh yeah, you want to We're already running a little long. Do you want to talk about it at all?
Basically, I'll just say it's not bad. Actually, I went in with like low expectations because it's a video game movie. But I went in like that, and it actually turned out a lot. It turned out better than I thought it was actually going to. I wish it actually, like, when seeing the trailer, I was like, why did they switch the animus to that like robotic arm looking thing? Because like if you remember inside the games, it was literally just like a dentist chair or whatever, you know, for instance. But they switched it to that robotic thing, and like you see the main character acting like he's actually fighting all the stuff, and everything's coming at him like mentally, but you can see like pictures of it and stuff like that, and it was actually pretty good. Like I said, it's better than I thought. So it's definitely one of the better video game movies out there. So,
is it better than the Super Mario movie?
I think anything is almost anything's better than the Super Mario movie.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you liked it, and I'm glad it wasn't super terrible.
Yeah. So,
speaking of movies, I still haven't seen Rogue One.
Neither have I, though.
Big fat noob, apparently.
I haven't seen it either.
I really want to, but I just haven't done so yet.
I want to see it so bad, but I'm poor, and I have to line it up with where I can go see it with my girlfriend, and our schedule has to line up and all this good stuff. So, yeah. That has been Get Some Games, episode 32. Thank you very much, you beautiful listener, for listening to us. If you liked what you heard today, if you liked what you saw, maybe you enjoyed watching Weave blast his way through Resident Evil remake here.
Just the mansion.
Just the mansion?
Yep.
Maybe you liked the other thing that I put in there that I'm not sure yet. Maybe some Titanfall 2. Probably some Titanfall 2. But anyway, if you liked what you heard, please subscribe to us right here on YouTube. Rate us on iTunes. Like us on SoundCloud. Or whatever it is that you do to listen to us. Thank you in whatever way, shape, or form. So thank you very much, Weave, for joining me. And thank you, Jersey, for joining me.
Thank you.
And until next time.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy everybody, Happy Holidays. And if you have a problem with Happy Holidays, then Happy shut the fuck up.